Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where we are currently attempting to push through Panama. It's not going super well because of logistics. We do have this paratrooper order put in here, and our paratroopers are slowly making their way over, but it's gonna take them some time to do this. Now our political power is definitely coming up, and I do want to begin justifying on Tarasco here. That'll cost us 131. That's actually more than I was expecting, but okay, that'll be fine. And we're just continuing to harass these guys over here and just trying to chip through their manpower a little bit, honestly. Now, if we look at this, we can see that it's almost entirely Brazil. Like, Australia and Ojibwa have a few troops here, but it's almost entirely Brazil that are here currently. This is, as far as I know, the only remaining province that Brazil has. And if we look at their intel ledger, we can see that they have basically no manpower. So they are almost certainly struggling to reinforce these. So that is wonderful. And hopefully the AI doesn't get too nuke happy, because last episode China did drop the first nuke. We've got 26 nukes. But it's going to be exciting, for sure. We're going to continue letting our civilian factories be relatively idle. That's fine. We don't really have that much else that we want to do with them. Oh, look at this. We were actually winning for a little while there. That's a good thing, of course. That's a very, very good thing. Do we want to pull another army out of there? It would help our supplies. But would we have sufficient divisions to push through this? You know, I kind of think we would. I'm going to pull these guys over to area defense. Over here. We're going to pull them out of there. Okay. Out they go. And if we get heavily attacked, we can always bring in more reinforcements. It's not a huge deal. If they push us back to here, we'll just push them right back because we'll have supplies. Okay, so we don't have any transports currently assigned to this order. And that's fine-ish. I'm going to have these guys undo the air supply for right now. And I would like to assign them to... Oh yeah, we do need to detach them from the army, don't we? There we go. Now we have them assigned in here. We can attempt to drop in on Balboa. I'm willing to bet that this is not going to work. Oh, we don't have the air superiority that we need here anyway. What do we have for air superiority right now? I mean, not a ton is the answer. I'm going to pop in a bunch of air superiority fighters over here. So like Jet Fighter 2. We're going to pop in some of these lads. I'm going to bump this up to about... Actually, 1,000 should be sufficient. And we're going to tell them, I want you to just air superiority. Actually, no. Hang on a moment. I want you to just air superiority straight on over here. Excellent. So they will be deployed over here right now, and off they go. So our aircraft detection total has jumped up there, and back down, because it's night. We don't have radar in this area, so that's to be expected, I suppose. Okay. Can these guys execute? We need 70% air superiority. Well, we definitely have a lot more air superiority. We don't have 70%, I can tell you that. That's 90% mission efficiency, but I don't think that's what we're looking for. We'll just have these guys go as soon as they can. But I don't think that's going to be a thing for a little while. Let's check in on our logistics over here. We're at 67 out of 62. Okay, so these remaining units have actually pushed them back. We're on our way in. perfect. That is absolute perfection right there. Let's keep going. And I'm going to bump these guys back into the army group just so that I don't forget about them, but they're on area defense and they'll need that to be removed. Okay, we've not actually taken it. They managed to move additional reinforcements in over here. But that was an interesting proof of concept, anyway. We're doing much better logistically now, which is ideal. And we do have a numerical advantage on them currently. So that's great. I'm pleased with that. This division should definitely join this army. It's on area defense for right now, but that's fine. We just don't have the supplies to be using them up here. Once we get up into Chickasaw, we almost certainly will be utilizing them, though. Okay. 67 out of 62. It's just that the infrastructure here is quite bad. We have no way to get them to build infrastructure, of course, and they have no reason to want to. I do wish we could build our own infrastructure just in this province. That would be very, very nice. But alas, that is not a thing that is possible. 209, 213. Interesting. Yeah, I guess the bottleneck is at 200. Fine. I'd love to continue pushing in here. But this is going to be a grind. There's no doubt about that. I'm wondering where Brazil is getting the troops to reinforce this, though. Like, they have recruitable population here of 630. Surely they're not able to keep this up. Apparently they're now showing us 517 to 754 total troops, or total manpower available. We don't really know what their monthly growth is, of course. But we do know that their manpower is being consistently fully utilized. 10k to 18k, so they should be taking attrition. Now, Chickasaw is starting to take a little bit more of an active role in this defense. And they are way more up there on the manpower. That's to be expected, of course. Chickasaw appears to have backed off, but Brazil came back. But is it just me, or are Brazil's numbers getting smaller? I mean, they have Brazilian troops here right now. Okay, I'm going to, for now, remove this order, and I'm going to have these transports go back to doing their air supply. So let's hop into strategic air mode, we'll grab these guys, and we will tell them to air supply here. So over they go. And in theory, that should give us a couple points of supply here, which I'm hoping will be enough to actually do something here. That would sure be nice. We may have to think about a naval invasion as well. Potentially back here at San Jose. Or somewhere in this isthmus, anyway. And in fact, you know what? Let's think about doing that. Let's have these guys consider planning a naval invasion from here. Hang on. What's our naval supremacy look like in the Caribbean? Okay. Let's have these guys consider planning a naval invasion then from here over to, say, not like that, please. Over like this-ish. They all must have common sea zone. Yeah, I want here to... I want this to be the invasion source, and I want this to be about where we come in at. Yeah, it's going to have to be like this. Okay, and then we'll have these guys do a second one from right here. And they're going to come in basically right next to it. These are all the other direction. Sad. But they're going to try to keep these guys busy. I don't expect that we'll succeed this landing. Don't get me wrong. We'll get started on that. And these guys are not currently assigned to the order. Awkward. And then these guys can be assigned to this order. There we go. Okay, so off they go, and they can begin their planning. So that's 84 days before that's going to be ready. In the meantime, we will continue fighting them over here. They do have these alpine troops, but there are not actually any mountains here, I don't think. I'm pretty sure this is not mountainous terrain, anyway. How are we doing with our air supply? We don't seem to be getting anything at all from it. Okay. Exciting stuff, that. Regardless, hopefully these naval invasions will get us through this. Because this is definitely going to be a huge grind if we don't open this up to multiple fronts. I don't expect that we're actually going to take the Brazilian capital, just for the record. However, I think that we might be able to get this. At the very least, I'd like to reduce the number of troops that are currently opposing us over here. That would be the idea. There's a lot going on over here, for sure. I did fully expect this choke point to be difficult to push through, though. That is 100% something that was planned for. We've got good control over the Caribbean, which is excellent to see. Now, I'm interested in seeing there are 3 task forces assigned to this. Where is our Naval Invasion Support Task Force? This one. Okay, let's go ahead and assign the Caribbean for that as well. Perfect. So we've got our contingency underway. I don't expect that we're going to push through this the old-fashioned way anytime soon. In fact, I fully expect that we're going to really struggle with that. So that's okay. Chickasaw is, of course, already at war with us. Navajo is not. We're nowhere near wanting to justify on them just yet, so I think we're going to save up our political power for annexing some of these. Now, we're going to annex Netherlands first, I think. I think that Ethiopian Netherlands is pretty much just a nominal puppet here. Like, I don't think they actually technically exist. This one is Netherlands. And then Ethiopian Netherlands just has cores on these. Yeah. Very awkward. Very, very awkward. 60 more days until our naval invasions are ready. That's fine. We'll be able to land over here without any concerns. And hopefully they won't see it coming. Hopefully they won't. We're going to get these guys set up over here. And I'm just going to have them area defense right over here for now. Just to make sure they're on their way over. Excellent. The fact that we did actually get a push in going over here is a good sign. That's for sure. But they're definitely going to make this hard fought. There's no doubt about that. We're just going to keep attacking. We're just going to wear them down slowly over time. Okay, so Inca X15 over here. What do they actually have? 133k manpower, but they don't actually have any deployed. Okay, so we're not actually concerned about Inca X15. It's mostly Brazil that's still causing us issues. But they have absolutely no manpower. Like, I don't see a scenario. Yeah, they're down to 12k to 17k. So their deployed manpower is definitely dropping. They can't maintain this. That is ideal. Yes, we have an available war goal. Yes, that does expire. We're going to wait until... Well, that expires on 28 December. That does not last very long at all. Okay. Well, we're still going to declare on them. They'll join the Alliance of Pratiharis. That's fine. I just don't want to waste that war goal. They may come down here and try to reinforce this. They may well. We'll see if they do. Okay, so how are we doing on our... There are no units assigned to this order? What? I'm pretty sure there are units assigned to this order. Okay. And of course we've got our naval invasion fleet set up here. I'm actually going to remove these regions. There's no point, and we're just going to have it be only in the Caribbean for now. Also, I'm wondering why we don't have additional battleships here. Maybe because there aren't any being made. That could be a thing. But we might as well do that, just in case there are some. I can't be bothered to check anyway. Okay. So these battles are attrition-y, is what they are. They're very attrition-y. The hope here, of course, is that we will be able to attack these guys very, very soon. Only about 34 more days until these naval invasions are ready. So that is perfect. And yeah, this battle's not necessarily going our way, but we also don't necessarily care. Like, we're getting 62,000 manpower per month. That's... I don't know if that's enough to reinforce all of this every month, but it's pretty close, actually. Okay, so there's Pueblo's justification finished up. Are those all mines? Those are all mines. Okay. Exciting. We're going to declare on them as well. Fantastic. I wouldn't mind if they came down here, honestly. That wouldn't be the end of the world. Look at all those Brazilian divisions. 36 of them. I do wonder where they're getting the manpower for that. 10k to 18k. So it went back to 10k to 18. So I guess that means that each of those divisions is like 500 troops, right? Like, those are super small divisions. I guess that's what that would mean. How are we doing on our Brazil cipher? We should definitely be decrypting that. That is a thing that should be happening right now. Excellent. 24 more days. And then we'll see if we manage to get anything done over here. Honestly, I'd be a little shocked if this succeeded. The major idea here is to pull troops away from here and back this way. It's not going to be that far, though, because we're not landing, say, here. Although that might be something that we might want to do a little later on, is land, like, here. Take, like, this region. And then just try to entrench there. Hello, little loop-de-loop. You're awkward. I like it. Okay. We're currently winning over here. We expect this to not last too much longer, though. We'll run out of supplies. How are we doing on supplies? 66 out of 62 is the answer. The core issue here, of course, is that they can supply more supplies here than we can. They can supply 81. In their supply region, anyway. And we can only supply 62. So we're having a hard time pushing in there. But that's okay. That is absolutely okay. We'll get in there eventually. It's only a matter of time. "16 more days until our invasions are prepared. And at that point, hopefully, we'll be able to just make our way in. I mean, wouldn't it be hilarious if we took Balboa and had this 30 supply limit immediately? Like, that would absolutely screw these guys. Even if we were to take this location, that would screw their supply flow. Taking Balboa, though, would be huge. Especially with that river there. Yeah, that would be huge. Or is that the Panama Canal? That's probably the Panama Canal. Yep, that's the Panama Canal. Okay. Whoa, 94. 95. Whoa, whoa, they're being pushed. Are we actually going to be able to get there is the question, before they get more reinforcements in. And I suspect the answer to that to be no. But we'll see. 86. Strikes? Oh no, not again. Okay, we're gonna do propaganda heroes out of the people still willing to work. I want no strikes. 45 days to implement. It'll cost us political power, but I'm okay with that. Let's please not have strikes. So they did get some reinforcements in over here. And yeah, it looks like our attack here is going to ultimately fail. But even so, that's another situation where we almost got pushed through there. That's great. That's absolutely great. Only 4 more days now until our invasions are prepared. So that is also great. Now, I still don't expect much out of these invasions. I really, really don't. But, you know, with our naval bombardment, maybe we get something. Are we able to keep it? That's the next question. And the answer to that is probably not, in all honesty. Battle plans with no units assigned, allegedly. I don't think that's actually the case, though. So yeah, the idea here is that we push in and hopefully cut off their supplies up here. Like, this is all part of the same supply region, right? So, yeah, 13 supported supply here, but mostly because of the Panama City victory point. Okay. We're going to have a big supply deficit up here if we manage to land. And that's the reason why we're probably not going to succeed with that naval invasion. But succeeding long-term with holding this isn't necessarily the point. Okay, we can go now. And so we shall. We'll see if we get anything. If not, no harm done. Chickasaw broke our cipher. That's fine. And off we go. Where's our supporting navy at? I think they're going home. That's not helpful. Oh, we have a paratrooper in here? That's awkward. Oh well. Let's see if we get anything done here. And if we do, great. If we don't, oh well. Yeah, I'm not surprised that they have defenses at that capital. However, it looks like they absolutely do not over here. Oh wow, look at this. Not sure who's going all the way around, but okay. So that was a thing. Okay. We need to start work on getting some of this done immediately. We need naval bases in all of these regions that we currently control. And we need land forts in these 2 locations. Okay. Where else are we going? We're also coming over this way, and we'll see if we succeed here. We'll definitely see about that. Look at all of these Brazilians. That's a ridiculous amount of Brazilians. They're probably going to push us out of here, is what we're assuming is going to happen. And that's okay. These guys have managed to land here. These guys appear to be the ones that are going all the way around in a super awkward fashion. Okay. So far, we're holding the line here. However, we have to assume, yeah, there's no supplies whatsoever coming in here. So the question is, will we be able to hold the line until we get a single naval base constructed? Now, these are not currently being constructed because of our strikes. Right. I should have waited. It's my own fault. Anyway, it is time to put a cut in here. And next episode, we're probably going to say goodbye to these guys. They did their job, though, I hope. Maybe. These guys aren't pushing in anymore. Oh, right. Because their attack is no longer relevant. Okay, we'll address that in the next episode as well. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.